Peace. I like to go on social media and just, check posts out, read posts, and it, you know, I get to thinking about some of the things I read. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people post stuff because they want to be motivating. You know what I'm saying? They want to give out some motivation. You know, I was raised, by the old folks. You know, that was different. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, a lot of the people that was, the elders that was in position of authority, over, me and my peers, we looked at a lot of them and they're like, man, they mean, you know, because they didn't cut you no slack. You know what I'm saying? They didn't sissify, especially the men. You know what I'm saying? They didn't cut no slack. They didn't ease up on you. You know what I'm saying? And I used to wonder why they so mean. We used to talk about that, but as I grew and got older, I started realizing, you know, and was told by some, once I became of age and we could have that conversation, you know, and their answer was, basically the same. The world don't owe you shit, and we can't let you slide, especially the way you look, you know, because they're not easy on us. Now some people might think that that's, you know, yeah, the world, especially here in the United States of America, yeah, there's all the racists and the racists. Black people, ain't nobody more racist than you. You are the number one racist people in this country. And you know why? Because you call yourself black. I know that's I know that you don't want to hear that. I know that sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? You see, racism is two words, or it's a word and a suffix, race and ism. Get yourself an unabridged dictionary and look up what an ism is. You know, when you title some people racist, or because they're because of racism, you think it's them, but it's not them. It's you. You're the one, because you allow them to categorize you, and then you go around and take that status as a badge. You know what I'm saying? And then you go back in history and you say, they did this and they did that and they did this and they did that. You know what I'm saying? And all you talk about is negativity. From a historical context. And then when you're in the present and you want to make history, you don't make history with people who have a history with you. You make history, or you want to make history with people that look like you. Everybody that look like you ain't like you. You know what I'm saying? See, most of these people that's sitting up on these stages with these platforms and these positions and stuff, they have that same familiar skin tone and stuff like that. Skin tone ain't got nothing to do with your generational history. You know what I'm saying? When their generational history is not like your generational history, they do not have the same mentality and mindset, ideology as you. You know what I'm saying? They didn't go through what we went through, what our elders went through. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to live like that. They didn't have to overcome things that we are still today working to overcome. The reason why we can't overcome it because we keep looking at everything except the real freaking problem. I have found the problem. The problem is me. You see, as a man thinketh, so is the man. You know. Then look, why would you care about civil rights? Civil rights are for those people who are beneath society, beneath real society. See, real society are the nationals and the citizens. Everybody else that wants to form a group, they become a servant to society. They can only exist through the benevolence of the society, who gives them rights to do certain things, civil rights. You know, that's why when you go and you look in the 1960s at all the civil rights legislation, you cannot name one thing that benefited black people. And don't tell me, well, the right to vote, because you still vote and you vote on your emotions, so you ain't benefiting from that anyway. You supported somebody in the contest, you see what I'm saying, that because of the way they look, the skin tone, that had no history of the struggle that you and I and our families have been through in this country. Because they're not from, just because you was born in a place doesn't make you from a place. This person come from a whole nother country. Their family and roots is in a whole nother country. You know? They touch on places where people that look like you and me be, that don't make them like us though. You know? There was no history, you know what I'm saying, in that. It's the same thing with the last one. You know? I pointed it out. I said, man, Obama ain't do nothing for black people. You know, it was doing the 2020 elections and stuff. So they automatically say, oh, you for Trump. Well, what did Trump do for black people? I said, well, was he supposed to do something for black people? Donald Trump never said he was black. You know, Barack Obama did. You know, and by saying that, you said, oh, you one of us. You know what it feels like. You know? And he talked the talk, but he ain't never walked the walk. Because you can't name one damn thing he did for black people that helped black people. This woman said it straight out. We're not going to do nothing especially for black people. But y'all still support that shit. You know why? Because of your mind. You know what I'm saying? Because you can only see with the physical. You're looking externally. You say, oh, they look like us, so they like us. No, they not like us. They not like us. Y'all really don't comprehend the depth of that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that come here, when they get here, that's when they become black. They become black till they get their bearings, you know what I'm saying, and see what's what and what's good, and then they can be who they really are. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't need you no more. Because they come over here and they use us. And we let it. You know what I'm saying? Because we wear black as a, people wear black as a badge of honor. You know? That's a below societal standard. You are a group. That's why you be asking for civil rights. You know? And deny your own self human rights. Because you will not do the due diligence, you know, that you need to do to come into your right mind and quit carrying a status calling you a minority. When they call you a minority, it don't have nothing to do with numbers. That's a status symbol. That is a status that is recognized all over the world. Minorities. People that can't handle their own affairs. You're not handling your affair when you walk around and talk about black man and black woman and black this and black that, you know, my black this, my black that, and then soon as somebody say black jobs, you got a brain fart. You don't know what that is. What are you saying? What's wrong with him? See, I told you he was racist. You the one name everything, you know. I see people all the time talk about, man, the black, we got to come together and stuff. We got to have a unity. How you going to have unity with people who don't even know who the fuck they is? You know what I'm saying? A bunch of ignorant people running around. It's going to be an ignorant party doing ignorant shit. And it's already happening. Look at all the ignorant people running around. Now they mad. What you mad for? Listen, I'm going to tell you like Denzel said. If you mad, don't waste a mad. Get yourself a cape and be super mad. Don't throw the mat away and just waste it on just a little plain mat. Shit, add some life to it. Listen, all I hear about is this racist shit and all the shit that's oh, you see what he finna do? You see what he wanna do? Oh, they gonna put us in chain. Oh, we gonna be slaves again and stuff. Well, first of all, when the fuck was you a slave? In the mentality that you think slavery was about and stuff. See, slavery was never about, and slavery was all over the freaking world. It was the number one business in the world for 400 to 500 years. The advantages to the property owner was tremendous. All he got to do is feed you and to keep you working. House you, feed you, and keep you working. So he builds something so the rain don't fall directly on you. You know what I'm saying? And he feeds you so you can keep working. Sound familiar? Anyway. Then that racism stuff, that racial shit, as much as you really want to believe and as much as people will show you, they only show you the stuff that cements your belief. So you never look at anything different, When the movie 12 Years a Slave came out and stuff, I was like, that's going to be interesting. I wonder if anybody going to notice this. You know what I'm saying? It's a dude living in Massachusetts, goes down to Washington, gets kidnapped, put on a boat, taken down around the coast to New Orleans and sold as a slave. You know what I'm saying? And see, you can find factual history that tells you that most of the slaves that came into the port of New Orleans in New Orleans, Louisiana, came from other parts of the United States, what is now known as the United States of America. They didn't come from Africa. Only 300,000 slaves was imported to what is now the continental United States of America between the years of 1525 and 1863. Yeah, they were still bringing in a few people in the 60s. Right, they was fighting the war. You know what I'm saying? All of this history, all of this knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I got into it. Well, I didn't get into it because I'm not gonna argue. You know what I'm saying, with people that I know that don't. They can't, they're not qualified to have a conversation. So they want to argue, so I leave them. When I told them that you had people that look like us and also were property owners, because y'all like to say slave owners. It's property owners. They were property owners. They look just like us. Oh no, where you get that from? These supposed to be educated people. I said, man, the information is all the way out there. Well, tell me where. No, you go and look. Well, I'm not for taking a journey. Then stay right where you at then. And that's the problem. None of y'all don't want to take the journey. None of y'all don't want to look. You see what I'm saying? Because it would destroy the fabric of the belief that you live in. And that is the very same thing that is your detriment. That is what keeps you stuck on stupid. That's what it is. Look, this is what we need to be really talking about. And this Tuesday it'll be 2 weeks, I think, right? Now, if you had a financial portfolio, meaning investments, whatever size, it doesn't matter. 2 hours after the winner of the contest was announced, this is the winner. If you had any investments, just say if you had $5,000 in investments, you would now, at this time right now, your investment will be worth $10,000. So keep adding the numbers up, and we're talking double. If you had 100,000, you would have 200,000. You see, while you're sitting over there crying in your tea and your coffee about the woman, she lost the white people, they rather have this and that, you know what I'm saying? Other people is getting money, but you stuck on stupid. See, that's what we need to be talking about. You can't build with the mindset. You don't put new wine in old bottles. If you want something new, you got to change your view. It's just that simple. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. That's a quote from Wayne Dwyer. That's heavy. Y'all meditate on that. Peace.